All 4 players punished in the NFL's bounty investigation have filed appeals with the league. People familiar with the situation say the players have asked Commissioner Roger Goodell to remove himself as arbitrator because they do not believe he can be impartial. One of the people also says New Orleans linebacker Jonathan Vilma expects to play at Tampa Bay on October 21 while his appeal is pending. The people spoke to the Associated Press Friday on condition of anonymity because the appeals were filed as private documents with the league. NFL spokesman Greg Allo, "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased," confirmed Friday that all 4 players had filed appeals, but said the league would decline comment on the substance of those documents. It's the latest round of appeals by the players. About a month ago, the 3-member appeal panel created by the NFL's collective bargaining agreement vacated initial disciplinary rulings handed down by Goodell. Then Tuesday, the commissioner upheld his initial suspensions of Vilma and Saints defensive end Will Smith, and revised his suspensions of Cleveland linebacker and former Saints Scott Fujita and free agent defensive lineman Anthony Hargrove. Vilma has "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Been on the Saints' physically unable to perform list while continuing his comeback from off-season surgery on his left knee, but may be activated after the first 6 weeks of the regular season. Goodell said Vilma could be paid for his time on New Orleans' PUP list. New Orleans has a bye this week. Vilma remains suspended for the season, while Smith remains suspended for games. Hargrove's suspension was reduced from 8 to 7 games and Fujita's was cut from 3 games to 1. In effect, Hargrove now faces a 2-game ban because his "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Initial A-game suspension was reduced by 1 and he was given credit for 5 games missed as a free agent after he was cut by Green Bay in the preseason. The appeals filed Friday are only the latest of many maneuvers in a contentious back and forth involving the players, the NFL Players Association and the league office. Vilma has a related defamation case pending against Goodell in federal court in New Orleans. In addition, Vilma and the NFLPA, which is representing the other 3 players, could ask U.S. District Judge Ginger Berrigan, "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased," to revisit their earlier legal challenge of the suspensions. The union and Vilma would have to refile those requests with Berrigan, who placed the matter on indefinite hold when the 3-member NFL appeal panel vacated the initial suspensions on technical ground and informed Goodell that he had to clarify his basis for the punishment. The panel, which did not address the merits of the investigation, said it needed to be clear that Goodell's disciplinary decisions in the Saints' cash for hits pool pertained exclusively to conduct detrimental to football, and not salary cap violations, which would "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." Have to be handled by an arbitrator other than the commissioner. Berrigan has stated that she found the NFL's disciplinary process unfair and that she would be inclined to grant Vilma at least a temporary restraining order if she believed she had jurisdiction on the matter. However, Berrigan also has stated that she is hesitant to rule until she is certain the players have exhausted all possible remedies available to them through the NFL's labor agreement. She has further stressed that all parties would be wise to settle the matter out of court, but "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." The federal magistrate has had little success getting meaningful settlement talks moving. The 4 players were implicated in what the NFL said was a bounty pool run by former Saints defensive coordinator Gregg Williams and paid improper cash bonuses for hits that injured opponents. The players have acknowledged a pool but denied they intended to injure anyone. Goodell has been unmoved by the players' distinction regarding intent, outlining several instances in which Williams made notations of player rewards due for hits that knocked opponents out of games. Williams, now with St. Louis, has cooperated. "Thank you for trying verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased." With the league's investigation but is currently suspended indefinitely. Saints head coach Sean Payton is suspended for the season, general manager Mickey Loomis for 8 games and assistant head coach Joe Judge 6 games. They were punished separately from the players and all are serving out their punishment. By contrast, the players and their union have put up intense resistance for the past half-year with no sign of letting up. Even after his suspension was reduced this week, Fujita was harshly critical of Goodell, calling the condescending tone of his disciplinary letter unproductive, accusing "Thank you for trying" verbose. This recording will go away once the product has been purchased. The Commissioner of misusing his power and questioning Goodell's record on player safety. The Commissioner says he is disappointed in me, Fujita said Wednesday. The truth is, I'm disappointed in him.